Super Strats. Is there anybody who does them better than Japanese companies? I submit there is not. They've reached Super Strat perfection, and today we're looking at a wonderful example. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. As you can see, we've got a beautiful Super Strat in the studio. Now, when I think Super Strat, my mind instantly goes to those high-end Japanese-made guitars. Those guys have been nailing the formula for decades, and we've got another almost perfect example of a Super Strat here. This is an amazing guitar. It's got some interesting pickups. It's got some unusual controls. You can see there's a little button right there in between your volume and tone. We'll get into that in a second. And of course, yes, it is made in Japan, but it's not Ibanez, it's not ESP. This one is made by Vola. Right, now for me, a Super Strat has to be a few things. Number one, it's gotta be supremely playable. Great fretwork, great access, comfort cuts. You can play all the way to the top of the neck, all the way down. It's gotta be supremely playable. Number two, it's got to have a trem system that you can absolutely abuse and it'll come right back into tune. That's really important. Number three, it's got to have elements of outrageousness to it. It can't just be another Strat clone. You need to look at it and say, well, that's not just another Strat knockoff. There's something really special going on here. And of course, it's got to be great sounding with some versatility. Now, this is the Vola OZ. This is their high-end version. So I'll link to it in the video description below, but here's a quick 30-second rundown. Locking tuners, you gots to have them on a Super Strat, and here they are on the Vola. Roasted maple neck here, stainless steel frets. That's a big win for me. You'll play on this guitar for a lifetime. You don't have to worry about fretwear. That's fantastic. Let's look at the pickups here. Blade humbucker in the neck, true single coil, humbucker in the bridge, and as I mentioned, some really interesting electronics there. Goto 510 trem. If you put a 510 on your guitar, you've done a good thing. It's an excellent trem system. Mahogany body, lots of comfort cuts, as you can see, scoops there. Yeah, contoured heel joint, and a full thickness maple top. So no veneer here. Mahogany body, full thickness maple top. So we'll talk about the electronics in a second. I do have to mention this guitar is very, very light. I haven't weighed it yet, but let's throw it on the scale. My prediction, under 7 pounds. It's very, very light. So let's see how close I got. Here we go. All right, here we go. Trembar is in. So this is the full weight of the guitar. Vola OZ. Wow, 6.4 pounds, just over 6.4. I was saying probably around 7 or just under 7. This is extremely light, fantastic. So just another great element for the ergonomics of this guitar. So that is the bridge pickup. Lots of great note definition there, even though I have, verb and delay on there. Yeah, you can hear each note individually, so that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and explore some of the other tones. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about those controls. Now, most Super Strats will give you 2 humbuckers and a 5-way switch and call it good. And you know what? That's pretty versatile, but this guitar takes it way up to the next level. If you take the volume control and pull it out, what it does is it adds the neck pickup to wherever you are. So right now I'm in the bridge. If I pull that out, now I'll be playing with these 2 pickups at the same time. If I go to position 2 and I have this pulled out, well, guess what? I get all 3 pickups on at the same time. Those are tones you might not normally get out of a Super Strat, so that's pretty cool. When you pull out on the tone control here, what it does is goes into what I would consider traditional Strat mode. So when you pull that out, this humbucker gets split. This one is a true single coil already, and the neck pickup gets split. So basically 3 single coil pickups, 5-way switch for covering all those, you know, SRV if you want to cover it, or like any sort of traditional Strat blues kind of stuff. That is fantastic to have. So there you go. And the little button in between is your straight rock and roll switch. What it does is it bypasses the volume, bypasses the tone, and goes straight to the output jack. So when you hit that button, just basically gives you a little bit of extra clarity. I don't know if you'll hear it, you know, on YouTube, but here in the studio, definitely makes a huge difference. You hit that button and suddenly you got a little bit more bite, a little bit more high end. And then when you put the volume and the tone back into the circuit, it sounds just like you heard it. So that's the control layout. Super versatile for like a Super Strat. Let's listen to like the neck pickup now that we've heard the bridge. And then I think we'll go into like the traditional Strat mode, play some more clean or like little breakup tones for you guys too. But anyway, let's listen to that neck pickup. Yeah, really, really nice and full. I'll play just between the neck and the bridge here. All right, you guys, let's go into what I would consider vintage Strat mode. So I've got the volume pulled out, which means the guitar is in its single coil mode, and I'll just play through a few positions for you. Here's the neck pickup. Yeah, great neck pickup. Lots of snap to it. Let's go into position 4. So now we've got kind of 2 single coils there. See how quacky it is. Yeah, great. And then the middle single coil by itself. Now, sometimes the middle single coil can be a little underpowered compared to the others, but when they're split, it's, yeah, beautifully balanced. Let's go into position 2 here. Yeah, really great. Yeah, I really like that position too. That's great. And then bridge single coil. So yeah, really, really usable. I love that. You know, you're not going to see that on a lot of Super Strats. Lots, like I said, will have 2 humbuckers and a 5-way switch. Here, it's just so incredibly versatile. And I mean, we're just scratching the surface for the tones that you can get. But yeah, in its regular mode, bridge, neck sound fantastic. In the split mode, really great. All right, now that we've explored some of the tones in isolation, I'm going to jam over a backing track. Link to the track, as always, is down in the video description below. It's time for the 1-minute solo. So here are my final thoughts on the Vola OZ. Or should I say OZ, because you're in Canada now. I think OZ sounds better. Anyway, absolutely wonderful guitar. Lightweight, ergonomic. You might look at the headstock and think, oh, it's going to dive like crazy. It doesn't. Like, it just balances. So they've thought of everything, even though this is a 6.4 pound guitar. You know, with the reverse headstock, it just doesn't dive. It just stays exactly where you want it. So ergonomics are really, really nice. I like a bolt-on neck on a Super Strat. You know, if it's a through neck, you might be able to carve the heel a little bit more, but, you know, just really, really ergonomic. Great trem system. Love the versatility of the whole electronics. That's a huge win. Lots of Super Strats will put 2 humbuckers on, 5-way switch, call it good. And you know what? That's pretty versatile. But this takes it absolutely up to the next level. I love just like the straight Strat mode or whatever. Fantastic, and the ability to add the neck pickup whenever you want it. So surprisingly versatile electronic system. Neck is wonderful. The carve, I guess I didn't really talk too much about it. Yeah, satin, pretty thin, flat on the back, as you'd expect for this style of guitar. So you can fly up and down there really nice. Fretwork is good as well. When you zoom like way in, you can still see a little bit of tooling marks on there. Not bad at all. I can't see it with my eyes. When I just look at it, they look just super shiny, but I always like to do close-ups for you guys. That's just something I do on my demos. Anybody can make a guitar look great from far away, but you got to look at close-up views as well. Nut is cut really nice as well. So at the end of the day, the guitar's lightweight, it's ergonomic, it balances well, great versatility in the tones, fantastic playability with the fretwork and the trem system. It's got the elements of outrageousness that I think a Super Strat should have, with the reverse headstock, with the angle of, you know, the neck pickup and the middle pickup, the Vola body swoop there. Yeah, it's just got some of those elements that I think should be, you know, part of a Super Strat. So if you're in the market for one, this should absolutely be on your short list. Thanks for coming along on the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. All the links to the guitar, gear, amp, all that kind of stuff is down in the video description below. You can check it out there. Other than that, have yourself a great day.